the right thing to do. And like, how does this happen? And I thought about it the whole way back to my car and on the drive home. Like, have you ever seen anyone approach a cucumber that way? Like an ape
No.
would approach a banana, or most humans for that matter. I just don't know how that happened. Like, who taught her how to eat that way?
Um, I think she duped you. I definitely think she was a transplant of the red light district and she was just trying to drum up new business. I don't think anyone's eating a cucumber skin on like a banana. I just don't.
I wish I would have had the opportunity to get footage of it. I wasn't prepared for that. But that's that's what was happening. And she legitimately seemed like this was just an average thing to do. Like, there was no one to really put a show on for at that point in time, but it was a very weird moment and it kind of haunted me for a while. And I texted you later that evening, like, something weird just happened and it's bothering me more than I thought. And that was that weird moment for me. Just a little one, but it was still quite the moment.
Well, the weird thing going on right now is I am going to have the talk with my daughter, the birds and the bees.
Doesn't the school do that for you?
Well, see, and that's just it. I want to be ahead of it because they are doing the video this year. She just said, "Hey, we're doing a video. Do you know anything about that?" I'm like, "Ugh, yeah, you're doing the video. Okay." But how this came about is a couple of years ago, I was watching The Bachelor. I picked it. I haven't watched it since college, but I heard there was a train wreck on there. I'm not proud of the fact that I watched it, but so now I watch The Bachelor. And
All right.
there is a girl that was a train wreck. And I thought, you know what? Let me have my daughter come in on this to just see, what she would do in the situation. And where I live, I don't have a whole lot of diversity. So I want her to know that interracial dating's fine. Whatever your preferences is fine. There's no judgment. So I wanted her to see just like root for the person that you feel is a good person and would make a good match. So she immediately identifies the train wreck and says, "Oh, wow, that woman is 26 years old, has a nanny that makes her bed for her?" I'm like, "Yes." So she passed the test on that. And then in this same season, there was Rachel, who was like the most amazing person that this guy could have picked. He's white, she's black. And my daughter's like, obviously Rachel's the one to pick. She's the best person. I'm like, thank you. So like it hit all those points.
Sure.
So now I feel like my kids are getting some, like I say kids now, because my son bopped in on us watching like one of the years and was like, ooh, I really hope that guy wins. And it happened to be an interracial situation too. So I'm like, sweet, my kids are getting a little bit of education maybe. And then my son's like, and I'm out. I'm over this. But the guy that they have this year is Colton. He's a virgin, and ABC cannot get over the fact that he's a virgin. Any moment they have, it's like, I'm a virgin. I'm not that experienced. I hope she doesn't, I hope she likes me and she's not upset about it. And so my daughter's like, what are they talking about? And I'm like, fuck. We'll talk about it later. And then it's the episode that he's supposed to tell this chick that he's a virgin, and he tells her, and she's like, I need a minute. Walks out the door, is like pacing on a balcony, not having the reaction that, like, assuming my daughter knows what it was, that's not really the reaction that I want her to think of when you tell someone you're a virgin. They're going to excuse themselves from a fine dining table, go out on a balcony, and pace for 5 minutes before they can gather their thoughts.
Right.
So I knew this was, so now this guy didn't win. He got sent home the next day because he's a,
oh no, that bad, huh?
Yeah. So she's like, I don't quite understand what they're talking about. And so I know that it's coming up and I haven't had the balls to do it yet. I've got to do it soon. So now he's the bachelor. And these girls keep talking about, I want to take your V card. I'm going to pop your cherry, and all of the innuendos. So I have to have the talk, and it's going to be coming up in the next couple of weeks. So I'm going to be talking about that soon.
So you and your husband talked about how you want to approach that conversation with her? Is it just going to be you two, what the language is? Like,
it's
take a framework for it?
I killed Santa. I've talked to her about drugs, and I'm going to tell her about sex.
All the fun things then.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree with you, Jenny. Keep dad out of that conversation.
Yeah. So on to the fun things. Hey Brian, what's today? What are we unofficially brought to you by today?
Well, today we're unofficially brought to you by Not a Damn Thing.
No, we're not.
Oh, no,
keep going down.
Well, scrolly there.
All right, this episode unofficially brought to you by Enjoy Kegel Weights. Our doctor, God, son of a... This set of 6 weights assists women from beginners to advanced in your need for vaginal tightening.
Who doesn't need that? Come on.
Helps strengthen pelvic muscles for an easier labor, prevent incontinence. Seriously, are you kidding me?
I guess they say it can happen.
And an all-around tighter feel. Thank you to our newest unofficial sponsor of It Got Weird. Check them out on Amazon. Enjoy Kegel Weights.
They sound great.
I hate you guys sometimes.
You're doing a lot of good for this world, Brian. You're one little podcast.
One tight vagina at a time.
The children of the future will thank you, I'm sure.
If they can pop out.
Thanks to...
I just imagined a kid hitting a brick wall. Like, whoops.
This vagina's too tight.
No.
Last.
No, it's like C-section.
See, and I'm picturing like Conan O'Brien in an escape room. That's what my brain goes to. Like, how does one escape? Have you guys seen that Conan O'Brien in an escape room?
No, but I'll look it up.
You probably should. That's what my brain goes to. And with my luck, that'd be my child. So
I don't know if we've told people what we're actually doing tonight. We are recording a night episode, so we've had one or two. So I apologize if we haven't prefaced what this is about. We are going to do a Confessions of Weird. We've got an awesome email that Cassie told me that we are going to listen to, and then Brian promised we would have a caller, so I'm not sure how he's going to figure that out, but we will see how it goes. So Cass, you want to read one of the Confessions of Weird that you received?
Yes, this is from Mark. Mark is one of our awesome listeners from the Lex and Terry Network, and he's been super supportive on social media, and he was kind enough to give us a weird life experience of his. So here's his email. Hello, ladies. This is my It Got Weird submission. First of all, let me say that I am enjoying your podcast. Thank you,
kind.
We appreciate it. This story goes back well over 30 years ago. A male coworker needed a roommate, and I needed a place to stay, so I moved in with him in a house that he was renting. I came home from work, and there was another guy there one day. I will refer to him as the Lumberjack because he made me think of a lumberjack. He was big, muscular guy, and I think he was wearing a flannel shirt. To be fair, that sounds like a lumberjack, right?
Yeah, and 30 years ago. Brawny.
Yeah, I can go along with that. Anyway, the lumberjack was introduced to me as my roommate's cousin. All good, right? Not so much. Now it gets weird. All right, brace yourself, everybody. We are all three watching TV when the roommate decides to go to bed. Now it's just me and the lumberjack watching TV. This character from here out is called quote, lumberjack, unquote. Lumberjack asked me if it's okay to make himself comfortable, to which I replied, sure. I mean, after all, this is my roommate's cousin.
Take your shoes off.
Yeah. Let those feet air out. Onward. Well, Lumberjack stripped down, booty butt naked.
Ooh.
And I have to say, I love that Lumberjack just didn't strip down butt naked, but booty butt naked. This is verbatim. Awkward. Next line. Awkward and weird. We agree. I just kept watching TV, but as we talked, he reached over and touched my knee. At this point, right. Mm-hmm. At this point, I decided it was time to go to bed. I went into the bathroom and he followed me to the bathroom. I was like, uh-oh. I was thinking this big guy was about to try and have his way with me.
You're not Tom Selleck.
What is this? This isn't a dream. I think he realized I was not interested and he left me alone. All right. Now, my roommate told me a day or two later that his cousin had raped him.
Are you
getting more weird? I'm reading this literally. Getting more weird is what Mark had typed this. So full disclosure, I only read about half this story before approaching this podcast tonight. So I'm with you guys right now. My roommate later told me that he himself had decided to try the alternative lifestyle and Lumberjack was his new boyfriend.
No shit.
I feel like I need to reread this just to make sure I got it right, but.
No, you did.
Okay. My roommate said he understood if I wanted to move out. I chose, very nice of you. I chose to stay, and he explained to the Lumberjack that I was not gay, and I was never approached by him again. All in all, a happy ending for some reason, I suppose. It got weird real fast. Mark, just a listener. Well, Mark, we greatly appreciate your sharing. And
Brian, is that how your dream went?
It is not how my Tom Selleck dream went, but I got two things that I want to say about this. First of all, prior to the whole raping thing, in a heterosexual situation, that would have worked.
Oh.
So you're like sitting on the couch, she says, hey, do you mind if I get more comfortable? Takes off all her clothes, yada, yada, yada. Maybe even vice versa. It could work the other way too. But so I'm just saying in hetero situation, that would have probably been just fine. But my other question is this how women feel when they're just not interested in, like, cause you're in this isn't it's not a gay question. This is just when you're really not into somebody, but they go like way out of the fence and like just throw themselves at you, you kind of get this kind of awkward, weird, kind of got to get away from me situation.
I'll go first. I'm not good with telling someone I'm not interested. I'm usually like, sorry, I have a boyfriend, or like, I am not good with letting someone down easy. I guess the ghosting term is awesome right now, but that wasn't around for me. It was just where the fuck did Jenny go? Oh, she must not be interested kind of deal. I kind of like, even breaking up with guys. If you ask some of my ex-boyfriends, they'll say, I didn't know shit was going south until we weren't together anymore. We never had a fight or anything. I was never a conflict type of person. So there's some hurt feelings out there.
You just weren't there. Right. Yeah, no, I feel like there's been situations where I had the opportunity to get away from it. Now in your own home, he was in his own home technically, right? He had just moved in. I feel like that's much more difficult to like kick somebody out, particularly when you had not invited that person into your house. You will make up I'm the same way. I would make up any excuse to get away from that situation that wasn't me just blatantly saying, hey, you just got really fucking weird for a second and I'm not into it. Let me walk away.
Yeah, that's hard.
It is hard. I don't know why.
I don't know why. It's really been hard. Who knows?
just.
So, well, that was a good one, Mark. I really appreciate that.
Thank you, Mark.
I feel like
we love that.
if it's 30 years and you still remember it that close to detail, that maybe